Well, hello again to another one of my painting videos. We're going to do another nice landscape painting today as usual, so sit back and relax and hope you enjoy it. So we're going to start today with a little bit of the cadmium yellow. Bit of the cadmium yellow in here. We're going to go right here in the center. Just a bit of the cadmium yellow. Right in here. There we are. Just a bit like that. A little couple of hairs on the brush right there. Nothing too bad. Couple of hairs on the canvas there. And then to that we're going to add a little bit of the yellow ochre. A little bit of yellow ochre right on up here. Just right here. A little bit of yellow ochre. Just mix that in with the yellow, with the cadmium yellow. Just like so. Okay, and to that we're going to add just a little bit of the crimson. Just a little bit of crimson right up here. Touch more crimson. There we go. Something about like so. I don't want much crimson in this, just enough to make a little reddish color in here, that's all. Okay. And to that we're going to add a little bit of the blue with a touch of a little bit of white in it. Right on up here. And right over here. Maybe a little touch of black in there too. Black, white, and a little bit of blue. There we go, something about like that. There we are. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a few little cloudy areas right in there, you see? Just tap the brush and add a little bit of, few cloudy areas right in there. Maybe there's a little tiny one that comes right on out here. And there's one that comes out like that. There we are. Okay, now let's wash the brush. And I wash the brushes as usual, just with regular soap and water. And we'll just dry them off here in a paper towel. Now with a clean brush, just going to go back and we're just going to blend all these colors together. Just blend all this together like so. Just go back and forth. Back and forth. Now if this should ever happen, just clean your brush again. Sometimes this can happen where you get a little bit of color still on the brush, and just clean it off and go back, and that should all disappear. There we go. Just go back and forth like that. It's a pretty looking sky there. There's a little bit of blue on the brush. What I'm going to do is just go back and forth like that. What happened there was I still had a bit of blue on the brush and it sort of invaded my yellow there. There we are. Maybe add a little bit. I keep on adding on, I know, but that's the beauty about painting. You can add on or cover something up if it doesn't look good. Okay, now I'm going to brush off one more time. All right, now we're going to go into a little bit of the black here and a little bit of the white. A little bit of blue as well. Black, blue, and white. Mostly white though, with the black. There we go. Something about like that. And we're just going to go back and forth right in here. We're just going to put in some water here. Anything I don't like, I'll just cover up. I'm not too particular on how this water is going to look. Maybe a little hint of yellow in there too. Maybe a little bit of yellow. Just to pick up that color from the sky. Okay. That looks good. All right. Clean the brush one more time. A lot of brush cleaning with this one so far. Okay, now we're going to stick with this brush right here. This little one, if I can find it. There we go. We're going to stick with this one. We're going to go into a little bit of the sap green and a little bit of the yellow. And that's going to make a nice green color. Maybe a touch of yellow ochre in there as well. A little bit more yellow ochre. There we go. I know you can't see it when I'm mixing it, but there it is right there. All right, let's come right on up here. And maybe here in the distance we'll have a few little trees. Now, you're not going to be able to make out much detail in these because they're a little bit too far away. But there they are. Right back here. You put some right up here a little. There we go. Now with the clean brush, I'm just going to tap this. That'll create a little bit of a misty effect there. Just a little bit of a misty effect. There we go. Something about like so. All right. Okay, now we're going to take our same brush that we used to do the mist with. Couldn't find the words there. We're going to take a little bit of black and a little bit of sap green. Maybe a little bit of crimson in there as well. Let's mix all the dark colors together. Let's come on right here. And maybe we'll put a few little bushes right in front of that. Just a few. Not too many. Not too many. Okay. Let me just put these down right here. Reflections down here in the water. Just enough. Take the brush. Make sure it's a dry one. You don't want to use a dirty brush for reflections. I'm just going to pull down. And just go all the way across, like so. All right. Now, let's see. Let's get down to business here. We're going to make a nice bridge today. And this one. So I've got my knife here. It's got a little bit of black on it. And let's see. I'm going to put it right over these trees here. And you might not be able to see it at first because of the black color, but we'll change the color on that. There we go. That's the top part of the bridge. And there we have the bottom part, right about there. Now we're going to make little supporters. I know you can't make much of that out yet because it's, of course, when you have dark against dark, you get nothing. And when you have light against light, you get nothing. So I need to add a little bit more of the bright color in order to make that really stand out. I'm going to get a little bit more of the white because I'm running out. There we are. A little bit more of the white there. There we go, something about like that. And we're just going to tap in a little bright spot right there on the bridge. And the bottom. There, now you can see it. A lot more visible now when there's a little bit of lighter color there. And we'll just put a little bit of light on the support beams here. There we go. There we are, something about like that. All right. That's about all we're going to do with that. So we're going to go back to our big brush again. Maybe take a little bit of the sap green, a bit of alizarin crimson, maybe a touch of phthalo blue as well. All the dark colors in there. Come right on up here, and maybe there's a few little bushes going right up against here. There we go. Something about like that. And we're just going to pull down. Just pull down for reflections, just like so. All the way across. There we are. Okay, now I'm going to grab our little brush right here, and I'm going to do something that I've never done before. I'm going to make some trees using this brush right here. Some nice little trees. Now we're going to start right here with the corner of the brush, and we're just going to go right back and forth, just like so. There we are. And maybe another one. I'm just using the corner of the brush. That's all. He's actually turned out better than I expected. That's always nice. All right. Maybe another one right in there. I'm just using the corner. Just the corner of the brush. There we go. Okay. I'm going to use that same old brush. We're going to go into a little bit of the sap green. And we're going to put a couple right over there. Just a couple. There we go. And that one doesn't look too healthy. I'll fix him up. There we go. And get another one. Maybe this one comes right up here. Right? And maybe one right there. Yep. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to go back over here to this side. I know I'm moving from side to side here. We're going to come right up here. Maybe we'll put a little bit of an area right here. A little bit of a grassy area right in here. Just right there. We'll come back and fix it later. Maybe it goes all the way down. We don't care. All the way down right here. And we'll make some reflections. All the way across again. Okay, now, let's see. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this. We will do roughly about the same thing with that. Take that and just maybe it comes down. Comes down like so. There we are. Apologize if I'm in the way here. Okay. All right. Now we're going to wash the brush again. And clean it off in a paper towel. And away we go. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to put some nice little colors on these bushes. Some nice little colors. I'm just going to clean my other brush here. Just be very quick about that. I should have cleaned this one off first. That's okay. All right, now we're going to take a little bit of the sap green and a little bit of the cadmium yellow. That's what it looks like right there. And maybe we'll just tap in a little grassy area right in here. Just maybe a little grassy area right in here. There we go. really see that. I'm going to add a little bit more yellow to that. There we go, that's better. A little bit more yellow up here. There we go, make it a little bit brighter. Okay, we'll do the same thing over here. Maybe a touch of yellow ochre in with that stuff over here. There we are. There we go, something about like that. Maybe a little bit of a reflection down here as well. All the way across. All right, now maybe we can color these bushes here. These bushes here look like they need a little bit of attention right here. So maybe we'll just put a little bit of, oh yeah, that looks nice. That looks nice. A little bit of yellow on that. And a little bit like so. I don't want to put too much color on it though. I just want it just enough that you can see it. There we go. Something a bit like that. Isn't that nice? Maybe a little bit right on here on these. Not too much though. They're farther away. You're not going to see much detail. Okay. All right, let's go back to this brush right here. I'm going to go back into the sap green, a little bit of the yellow. Mostly sap green though, because I want more of a greenish tone to these trees. And we're going to start right here and just tap a little bit of color into these. There we are. And I think we got enough color for this one. Don't want to cover the entire tree. There we go. Something a bit like that. Maybe a little bit more right over here. There we go, a little bit more right here. Flip the brush over to get some more color. All right. Okay. All right, so clean this off. All right. A little tiny brush here. This is the one I'm looking for earlier. I'm going to go into a little bit of the black and a touch of sap green and maybe a little bit of alizarin crimson. We're going to make a little tiny tree that's out here on the bank. Let's go right, maybe it's sitting right here, yeah. There we go, like that. And maybe there's a little, oh, right over my bush. Right over my little bushy tree there. Maybe, yeah, there's another little, maybe it's got all kinds of branches on it. There we are. Something about like so. The old brush out again. I'm going to go into a little bit of the yellow. And we're going to put some little leaves on here. There we are. Something about like so. Maybe a touch right in there. Maybe a little right in there. And yep. There we are. We don't know what kind of a tree this is. Could be a willow tree or a little elm tree. Could be any kind of tree. There we go. Okay, so there we are. I hope you've enjoyed this nice landscape painting I've done. And stay tuned because there'll be another one coming up very soon. Thanks a lot and have a great day, everybody.